So I'm going to be talking in this video, my second marketing vignette regarding promotion. So promotion is a major component in marketing. As we know, promotions are used in a company to communicate with customers and stakeholders, to be able to inform them, persuade them, build awareness about their products. Promotional content can have various different forms, so anything from advertising to public relations, sales promotions, digital marketing. Any of these could be examples of promotions. The promotional strategy that a company uses largely depends on the company's customers and the industry that they're in. So, as far as Lockheed goes, Lockheed Martin, the company that I work for, it operates in a very different environment from a traditional company. It includes, like, customers wise, the government agencies, military organizations, international allies, commercial space companies, you name it. Talking specifically about Lockheed Martin Space here. Therefore, the traditional consumer advertising isn't necessarily the most effective promotional approach. Instead, Lockheed needs to use promotions to demonstrate technical expertise, reliability, innovation, security, and mission success. That should be Lockheed's main goal when it comes to promotion. With that in mind, I identified 2 promotional opportunities for Lockheed Martin Space that could strengthen how the company communicates its capabilities to current and potential customers. All right. So my first recommendation is to increase Lockheed Martin Space's use of thought leadership and digital content to communicate its technical expertise and position itself as a leader in the space industry. So what do I mean by this? I mean, Lockheed Martin needs to produce more, for example, short form videos explaining emerging space technologies, industry reports and white papers, expert interviews, podcasts, webinars. I think they do quite a bit of LinkedIn content here and there with inspiring videos. But I think they could really ramp it up and include a lot of videos explaining the emerging space technologies. Space is like highly complex and involves long decision-making processes. And customers need confidence that a company has the technical expertise and experience to successfully execute a mission. Thought leadership allows Lockheed Martin to communicate that expertise before a customer is actively making a purchasing decision. It also helps the company differentiate itself from competitors based on knowledge and innovation rather than simply promoting, individual products. And Lockheed, really, that is where their promotion impact is going to be highest. So, for example, instead of simply promoting a new satellite system, Lockheed Martin could publish content explaining the growing importance of resilient satellite communications and how its technology is addressing that challenge. The goal isn't really simply to advertise a product. It's to make Lockheed Martin the company that customers think of when they're trying to solve a difficult space problem. So while, digital thought leadership can build awareness and credibility over time, Lockheed Martin also needs to directly engage with people and organizations making these major purchasing decisions. So the second recommendation I have for Lockheed Martin when it comes to promotions is to better utilize industry events such as conferences, demonstrations, direct relationship building more strategically as a promotional tool. So, what could this include? Space industry conferences, defense and aerospace trade shows, or not aerospace, space trade shows, technology demonstrations, customer briefings, etc. Lockheed Martin sells high value, highly technical solutions, often involving contracts worth millions and billions of dollars. And they aren't impulse purchases. They can't, that can be influenced by traditional advertisement. You're not going to see an advertisement on TV saying, buy this missile or buy this satellite. It's such a great idea. These are things that cost millions, even billions sometimes, of dollars. And so personal selling and relationship marketing are going to be particularly important for Lockheed Martin's approach. Industry events really allow Lockheed to put its technology directly in front of the decision makers while also giving customers an opportunity to interact and talk with the technical experts that are on site. So, they can be really, really helpful for Lockheed when it comes to their promotional strategy. So, for example, at a major space or defense conference, Lockheed could demonstrate a new satellite or space domain awareness capability while having engineers available to answer the technical questions. This creates a much deeper and personal promotional experience than a traditional advertisement. So, for Lockheed, promotion should be about building trust and demonstrating capability and not simply just generating awareness. They have to convince more than just awareness. Overall, I would recommend that Lockheed Martin Space focuses its promotional strategy on both communicating expertise and building relationships. That's really what my recommendations centered around. Ultimately, Lockheed Martin Space doesn't need to promote its products the same way that a consumer company promotes a new smartphone or a new automobile. Its customers are making highly complex, high value decisions where trust and technical expertise are proven, and proven performance really matter. So by combining digital thought leadership with relationship-based promotions, Lockheed can communicate its competitive advantages far more effectively and strengthen relationships with customers who matter the most. So those are my recommendations. Thank you.